So welcome everyone. Again, my name is Lori Filippo. I'm the Assistant Director of Grad Recruitment. So first, I just want to go over the graduate admissions side and why it's beneficial to get your graduate degree and why get your graduate degree at UNLV. So first, let's touch on why even go to grad school. So with your graduate and professional degree, it does help you stand out from the crowd. Only about 14.4% actually hold graduate and professional degrees. It does give you those different skills that employers are looking for. So leadership, communication, and really ultimately helps you take control of your future. So why are students going to grad school at UNLV? If you are not familiar with UNLV, we are a prestigious R1 ranking institution. This is the highest ranking an institution can receive. Only one of 131 universities actually hold this ranking. We do have over 175 graduate degree and certificate programs, and that does include more than 40 doctoral and professional programs. Currently, we are the second most diverse university in the country. And then you can see some of our other rankings that include the top 10 in social mobility. We're one of only 119 universities that hold a community engagement classification. And as you'll hear from in just a little bit, we do hold national rankings and accreditation within the individual programs. So a little bit more in graduate studies at UNLV. You will get the chance to learn from nationally and internationally recognized faculty. You'll do a lot with partnering and interning with local employers, a lot of community outreach. We really want to get you involved and have that full experience with us. You'll get to work in labs, research centers, but we do understand our students are very non-traditional. They are working, they may be coming back to school after so many years, have families. So we do try to cater to everyone. And by doing this, we do offer our classes in the afternoon. We have evening classes, online classes. We have hybrid courses. We even have fully online programs. To help with the experience as a grad student, we do offer graduate assistantships. Now, this is not required for grad students, but it does have a lot of benefits for it. So we'll go ahead and touch on that in just a little bit when we talk about paying for grad school. And then, of course, you'll be able to form those relationships with your faculty and your classmates. So again, if you're not familiar with UNLV, we were founded in 1957. We have over 5,000 grad students at the UNLV campus right now. Of those 5,000, over 1,000 of them are international students, and our students are coming from well over 80 different countries. Okay, so paying for graduate school. So this is just to give you an estimate on what our grad students are paying annually for their tuition and fees. So as a full-time grad student, you would be taking about 9 credits or 3 classes each semester. So if you took 9 credits each semester for a year, if you're in state, you're looking at a little over $7,000. If you're out of state, you're looking at over $24,000. Now, again, this is only an estimate, and this would just be for the tuition and fees if you went full-time, the 9 credits each semester. Now, we do try to help out any way we can with those costs. So one of the ways is through graduate assistance. GAs are working on campus and they are going to class. We have GAs all over in non-academic areas and academic areas. What the GA covers, it will cover your full tuition up to 9 credits. If you're an out-of-state student, it will waive the out-of-state fees, and you'll be coded as an in-state while you're on the GA. On top of having your tuition covered, you will also receive an annual stipend between $17,000 and $22,000. While you're a GA, if you need to use the UNLV health insurance, we will also cover your health insurance costs, the UNLV health insurance. We will cover that for you. Now, what I do like to mention at this point is if you are not a GA and you enroll in 9 or more credits, you will automatically get hit with a health insurance charge. But if you do not need to use UNLV's health insurance, just waive out of it. So make sure after you enroll in classes with us, you're checking out what your charge is. And if it is having the health insurance fee included, make sure you waive out of it if you do not need to use UNLV's health insurance. But again, if you are a GA and you need to use UNLV's health insurance, the GA will cover that cost for you. The GA also has summer tuition benefits. So during the summer, the GA-ship will cover the tuition of one course. We also have 5.7 million in awards. This is through new and current scholarships. There's fellowship opportunities. There's a ton of awards on campus to look out for. So they're through teaching, community service. So definitely keep a lookout. Keep checking your Rebel email once you're a student so that you can hear of all the funding opportunities. If you're not familiar with Nevada or Las Vegas, we do have low cost of living and tuition here. So there's many different residency options. We even have upperclassmen housing available to you on campus. We do not have any state income tax here in Nevada. And we have a lot of local discounts, tickets, and entertainment, not just within the Valley, but on the UNLV campus as well. So talking about the services that we provide our grad students, one of them is through the Graduate and Professional Student Association, which is the GPSA. You are automatically part of the GPSA once you become a grad or professional student with us. So you get to utilize all of these resources. And the nice thing is that all these resources are free. They offer career support, workshops, training, and they have locations like this around campus. Where once you go in, show them your Rebel card, and you'll have access to all the whiteboards, technology, computers, there's kitchen spaces in here. If you need to maybe do a project with your classmates, you can go ahead and reserve space in these rooms. So again, more ways that we try to really cater to our grad students and make it that full experience. There's also the Grad Academy. The Academy also offers free leadership and more career development opportunities. And on this slide, you'll be able to see just some of what they do offer our grad students. So again, the key thing here is that these are all free resources. So once you do become a student with us, you'll be able to partake in any of the workshops. There's many events that they have, and a lot of these events, definitely check them out. They're a great opportunity to really, again, further your research, further your experience as a grad student, and a lot of them do have funding opportunities with them. Also, these free certifications. While you're going for your MBA program, maybe you want to further it and do some on mentorship or maybe research. So again, more ways to really make your program your own. Okay, so once you know what program you want to go for at UNLV, you will submit your application online through the Grad Rebel Gateway, or if you are an out-of-state student, it will be through what we call the CAS application, which is just the centralized application system. These portals are where you will upload all of your documents that are required for your application. The application fee is $60 for domestic students or $95 for international students. The main thing with the grad college is that you want to make sure that you know what is the deadline for your specific program that you're going for. When you when you submit your application will get reviewed twice. So first, it's going to get reviewed by the graduate admissions team. We want to see that you have a bachelor's degree from a regionally accredited institution or approved international equivalent. For your bachelor's degree, we want to see that you have at least a 2.75 overall GPA. If you fall below the 2.75, we'll look at the last 60 credits you've completed, and we want to see that you have at least a 3.0. Now, we do need to see transcripts from each post-secondary institution that you attended. If they are from outside of the US, or if they're just not in English, we do need to see a copy of the transcripts both in the original language and an English translation. If you are not a US citizen or a US permanent resident, you may be required to show proof of English proficiency. This would be through your IELTS, TOEFL. We do accept the Duolingo test, or if you've completed a degree a post-secondary degree from an institution where English was the primary language of instruction for the whole institution, then you can use that as proof for your English proficiency. After you get reviewed by the admissions team, your application will go under review by the specific department. They may have specific requirements that they want to see from you. This will include a personal statement. It could include letters of recommendation, standardized tests like your GMAT, GRE, resume. So it really just depends on the program that you're going for what those department requirements are. So again, make sure that you are checking out your deadline for your program. If you have to do a GRE or a GMAT, if you have to do a personal statement, make sure you're giving yourself plenty of time to get these documents ready and your application submitted when it's supposed to. Some of our programs only admit once a year. Some of them have very, very early deadlines. So make sure you're checking out your deadline and also seeing what is required for your program. And then we do have other sessions for you to check out. The 201 is a great event to attend, as it will go into further information on those specific department requirements. There's also more department-specific events where you can hear directly from the departments. And we will be out at fairs and tabling events, so definitely come check it out, say hi to us, and let us know if you have any questions that we can further help you out with. So definitely stay connected with us. And I am going to stop sharing my screen and pass it to Dr. Davis.
My name is Lisa Davis, and I'm the Executive Director of the Office of Graduate Student Services. So we work closely with our MBA and certificate students. So we're going to give you a little bit of information about the MBA. We'll talk a little about the programs and the different options for the MBA. I'll turn it over to Marlena Gatlin, and she'll talk a little bit more about the experience, and then we'll finish it up with the application requirement. So let's go ahead and get started. A little bit about the LEAP Business School. We are an AACSB accredited business school, and only 5% of the business schools internationally have that accreditation. We are one of them, and the only one in Southern Nevada with that accolade. We are also, our MBA program is in the top 100 part-time MBA programs, according to US News and World Report, and we have been for probably the last 10 years. So that's something that we are proud of, both of those, AACSB accredited business school and an MBA program that's ranked in the top 100. So about the MBA program, we have all of our courses in the evening. You can attend full or part-time in the evening. We have an MBA program. You can do a general track. You can do concentrations in finance, human resources, MIS, marketing, new venture management, or healthcare management. You can also participate in one of the many dual programs that we offer with the MBA program. There's business in every business, no matter what business you're in. So we do offer these dual programs so that students can concentrate on their actual professional field of study, but then also have that business background. And we also have an executive MBA program. Students in the dual program and the MBA program would take a lot of their core courses together, or you get to know people in those different programs. So for the regular MBA program, the general MBA, the concentrations would be a 42 credit option, to where you would have the 21 credits or 7 courses that give you that breadth of business. So you see your accounting, leaderships and teams, finance, marketing, economics, the statistics or data modeling, and then tying it all together in a capstone. So those are the 4 courses required for the general MBA, concentrations, or any of the professional or dual degrees. So we have those 7 core courses. And if you do a general MBA, you have 7 core courses and then 7 electives. So maybe you want to pick a few finance, a couple of HR, a new venture, an MIS course. You kind of make up those 7 elective courses for your interests. You can also focus in a concentration area. So you'd still have those 7 core courses. And instead of 7 electives, you would have 4 of those electives that would then be focused into a concentration, and then your 3 general electives. So let's say you wanted to do a finance concentration, you would have those 7 core courses that were shown earlier, 4 courses within finance, and then 3 general electives that you could pick from any other area. So for the dual programs, the benefit of a dual program is that you typically save credits on one or both sides of the dual degree. So for the dual program, the MBA goes from 42 credits to 30 credits. In a sense, we are waiving those concentration courses. So you'll see those same 7 core courses listed here, and then your 3 elective courses that can be, again, marketing, management, finance, MIS, a lot of different classes you can look at for those 3 electives. So you're saving 4 courses on the dual program. We also have a business certificate. So we do have this. It's a great option for people that aren't sure if they want to get a master's degree, but they'd like to try it out. So it's nice to have this 5-course certificate program, and we do have a number of other certificates. This is the one that most students interested in the MBA program will take. All of these courses, you'll see all 5 of those courses are 5 of those 7 core courses that were listed. So if you complete the certificate program, as long as those grades are B or better, those courses will transfer into the MBA program. And what's nice about that also is that you're able to put that bullet on that resume right away and then continue on with the MBA program. It's a great way to kind of try it before you buy it. Now, these are all the different programs that we offer at the Lee Business School. There are 5 certificates. So if you're kind of exploring in those different areas, those might be an option. Those courses will transfer into many of the graduate degree programs, depending on which certificate and which degree program you're interested in. But we also have a number of Masters of Science master's degree. So if you're kind of exploring, I would definitely do your due diligence and look at all of these options and find out which one works best for you. The return on the investment for an MBA, especially the UNLV MBA, to me is just incredible. We're a state institution. Our MBA program can cost anywhere between $18,000 and $25,000. So it's an awesome opportunity to get a very well-recognized degree from an accredited school and a top 100 program. So it's definitely a great investment. Okay, I've talked a little bit about the different programs that we have, the courses. I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Marlena Gatlin, who's going to talk a little bit more about the MBA experience.
Yeah, so I just graduated from the MBA in fall of 2023. I decided to do the general track just so I could dip into the different elective credits, which is something that I enjoyed. I was able to get a bit of MIS, a bit of accounting, a bit of finance, so that I had a holistic view of business. For me, I came from a psychology undergrad, so I was a bit anxious and nervous when joining the MBA program because I didn't have any experience in business. But the orientation, that's a week before school starts, really calmed my nerves down and put my imposter syndrome at bay because I was able to connect with different classmates and then even professors during that orientation. So the first 2 days of orientation, it's just connecting with your classmates. You're doing some problem solving, just some discussions just to see how the classes are going to be like because they're not completely lecture based, but it's an opportunity to discuss and apply real world applications. And then the third day is the welcome mixer at Blue Martini. So just an opportunity to move away from UNLV a bit and just connect with current classmates, alumni, and then professors, and then faculty and staff at Lee Business School. For me, something that I really enjoyed about the MBA program was its modality. So it's hybrid. So 1 week you're in person and then the next week you're online. So it's an opportunity to connect with everyone. But then during that off week, you can join class in your sweatpants if that's something that you want to do. And you don't have to worry about commuting to campus that week. And then I will move on to some of the other opportunities that you have. So as a current student, you have access to Lee Business School specifically has a career center where you can have your resume reviewed, have your cover letter reviewed. They can help you with your LinkedIn profile, which is, I think, something that's really popular right now is employers want to see that their candidates have LinkedIn profiles. They can also help you with your interview skills. They do mock interviews. I think I personally took advantage of that a few times. And they also walk through internship opportunities that you have as a current student as well. And then they have their own set of networking events, career panels, and hiring events. And then UNLV has, as a whole, has a career center as well. So you have access to 2 career centers, one specifically at Lee Business School and then one at UNLV. And then beyond the classroom, MBA program has an MBA student association where they plan events for MBA students. So whether you're a dual, whether you're in a concentration, there's opportunities to connect with your classmates and classmates in different levels too. First semester students, students that may be graduating, so you can ask their advice on a classroom or a teacher or coursework that you need help on. And then their speaker series, so they invite industry professionals, faculty, alumni to come talk about, their specific field or things that they want you to know about in the economy or maybe even the Las Vegas environment. Rebel Venture Fund is a student-run organization where they have access to funds and you can actually pick startups to invest money in and then see where it goes from there. So I think that's kind of a cool opportunity is you have these set funds that you can invest in companies. And then the international trip is something that I wish I would have taken advantage of. It's 3 credits, and you have the opportunity over the summer to go to different places. So China, Russia. This past summer, they went to Italy. And you hear from different lecturers and speakers and businesses and just learn how they do their business over there. And I think Lisa can touch a bit about what specifically they did in Italy.
When we were in Italy, we visited a balsamic vinegar factory. It was really fascinating to see how they produce balsamic vinegar. It was probably the best balsamic vinegar that I ever had. We also went to a winery, learned a little bit more about wine. We did a few visits. We went to the original Italy, which was amazing, and did a few companies that work with social issues with their company. One was a company that worked with fashion, provided jobs for people that needed work experience, but also used remnants of materials from Milan in the fashion industry to make amazing clothes. So they had a great mission. So we visited, those were a few of the things we visited, and we did a lot of culture, visited some castles and a few things while we were there. It was a great trip. And we're looking at Chile for the next trip. So we usually have a different destination each summer. So it's a lot of fun for students to really allow them to bond and network outside of the classroom.
And you get 3 credits that can be applied towards your elective credit. So that's, 1 class down that you don't have to do in person at UNLV. And then in addition, I think a lot of the students actually arrive to the place early, like a week or so early, and they get that added benefit of already being somewhere different in the country and just being able to do their own thing as well, because you're already there. The MBA Student Association, as I mentioned, puts on events just to connect classmates. So karaoke, hiking is something that they started during COVID. And then bowling, we actually, I think, have a bowling opportunity coming up this next month. It's just an opportunity to decompress and connect with their classmates. And then they have business and company visits. So City National Arena, home of the Golden Knights, T-Mobile Arena, and Area 15. They actually toured Area 15 before it was even open. So they were wearing hard hats, and they got to, get a sneak peek into what that was going to look like before it was even open to the public, which is sort of cool. You get a sneak peek. VA hospital visit, so another business company visit. The President's Innovation Challenge is something new that is happening at UNLV. So they're on their 3rd year. It's a Shark Tank style competition where students form teams and get the opportunity to win scholarships, but they also win pots of money that they can then apply to their solution that they come up with for the competition. So I think that's a really cool opportunity. And then Blackfire Innovation is like an incubation hub where if you have a product or service idea, they'll help you launch that. So sort of the entrepreneurship world. And they also have a makerspace that you can visit, and they can help you with all that. And then just connect with industries and alumni as well. We have a number of different student testimonial videos. If you want to hear from different students, we have a few dual students that talked about their experience, about why they pursued a specific dual degree, challenges that they overcame, classes that they enjoyed, and professors that really guided them through their graduate journey. And we'll send this PowerPoint out after too, so that you can get access to those videos. And I'm going to hand it back to Dr. Davis for the application process.
Thanks, Marlena. So we're going to talk a little bit about, well, what you need to do to start taking classes and enjoy the MBA program. So we have 3 deadlines: July for fall, November for spring, and April 1st for summer. Summer classes, we typically only offer electives. So it's really the best for students that do have an undergraduate degree in business. They have some of the foundation and they can hop into a summer elective courses. Fall or spring probably would be the best semesters. Our fall intake is the largest, followed by spring, and then we admit just a few students in the summer. But it's a lot about timing. Whenever it's the best time to go back to grad school, that's probably when you want to apply. So there's a number of things that you have to submit: transcripts from all the institutions that you've attended. And we do work with the graduate college. The graduate college actually houses the application. So you apply to the graduate college and then indicate your program of study. If you're doing a dual, you'll want to indicate the dual program. And that way both programs get these materials. So we need transcripts of all the institutions that you've attended, a copy of your resume, because we do look at that work experience, a statement of purpose, 1 to 2 pages on why you're pursuing the MBA program and why you think you'd be a good candidate, 2 letters of recommendation. These can be academic or professional. They can be one of each. So you'll want to touch base with your recommenders a couple weeks ahead of time from the date you need that letter to kind of prepare them to write a great letter for you. And then the entrance exam. Just recently, the GMAT went to a new format. It's called the GMAT Focus, and we do accept the GMAT Focus or the GRE for the entrance exam. And then internationals do have additional requirements. If you are an international student, please reach out to us and we'll loop you in with the graduate college, who can give you a lot more information about the international requirements. So a little bit about the GMAT Focus and the GRE. This is the part of the application process that probably causes the most stress for students. But one thing that I'm thankful for is that the GMAT now has the GMAT Focus, which is more of, it's a streamlined test. It's shorter than the previous exam. And I think it'll be easier for you to prepare for that test. So to get more information about the GMAT Focus test, you can go to mba.com. You'll see the price there, whether you go to a testing center or online. Think about which would be best for you. For me, I would probably go in a testing center so I can be surrounded in that environment. I think it would work better for me. There is a testing center on Convention Center Drive in Las Vegas. They do have them all over, so you can go to this website and find out which testing center is close to you. No matter what center you go to, I would recommend, if you take it in person, to drive down to the testing center, park your car, and go to the testing site before test day. That way, when you're on your way to the test, you have an idea of where you're going. So this is a little bit of information about that GMAT Focus test. It is shorter. It's 2 hours and 15 minutes. The previous test was 4 hours. It's 1 unifying score, where the previous GMAT had 3 scores. There's not an essay question. We didn't look at the essay question before, so that's 1 section that's been fully removed. And you're also able to review and change answers. This wasn't an option on the previous test. You could however you answered that one question would determine the level of difficulty of the next one. So being able to change some of your answers is a nice option. You can send it to 5 schools. So let's say you're looking at the dual with hotel. You can send it to the MBA program, the hotel program, and maybe if you're looking at UNR, you can send it there. You can do that on test day. So that gives you a little bit of information. Another thing I wanted to mention on GMAT or GRE, both of those tests, they are not a test that you cram for. Those tests are better done, and you'll see better results if you take your time and spend some time actually working on it. Anywhere from 3 to 6 months on average, but that depends on how much time you have to dedicate it to the test every day or every week. This is some information about the GRE, similar but different than the GMAT. They have the same section, the math and the verbal. It's just a little different than the GMAT. We'll accept either one. So if you do have any additional questions, this is our information. As Marlena mentioned also, we will be sending these slides out afterwards, so you can review them, and then feel free to contact us and schedule a Google meeting if you want to go over your specific questions, maybe chat about what program would be best for you. We'd be happy to schedule something with you.